My desire is for every believer to be raptured out of this world before the judgment and the wrath of God is poured out on it. But unfortunately, there are elect individuals in this world right now who have heard the gospel and have rejected it because they are so attached to this world. And I believe that the Lord is going to take a lot of people into the rapture so that life can become uncomfortable for them to run to Him. When Israel had it good, they turned away from God. And when God wanted their attention, He sent calamity on them. And my prayer is that's not your story. Choose today the Lord so that you can make it in the rapture. I beg you, you do not want to go through the tribulation. I do not wish it for anyone to go through the tribulation. Heaven is excited about what's about to happen. Be excited as well. I'm going to tell you a story. I was in my living room, laying down on the couch one afternoon, taking a nap, and an angel, or the Lord, I don't know who it was, but passed through my home. And my spirit recognized the presence of the individual, and my spirit bowed to the individual and said, Lord, is that you? Isn't it crazy how we can have out-of-body experiences? Like, it's just mind blowing. Our physical body can be there, but we can have out. Anyways, my spirit bowed to the individual and asked, Lord, is that you? I have never felt that presence before. It was so just calm and nice, and it wasn't frightening at all. He didn't respond. I don't know why, but he didn't respond. So my spirit got back up and I continued sleeping. Now the person went to the back of my house, and then on its way back, there was almost like a pet, like an animal that was with it, and it jumped on me and played with me a little, and it just seemed so excited. And then it left and I woke up after that dream and I was like, oh my goodness, heaven is so excited about something. And that was after the Lord reminded me. That was after the Lord spoke to me and asked me if He's not going to prepare a garden for me. And those two experiences, I'm just like, oh my goodness, there's something about to be that's about to happen. So I just want you, if you're listening, and I don't know if you are, because there's a lot of people who have just closed their hearts and their ears, their minds off from hearing anything having to do with the rapture, which is sad. But they just don't want to hear it. They've heard it so many times and they don't want to hear it again. And I hope that if this message is for somebody out there like this, that you allow the Spirit to speak to your heart. Allow the Spirit to to pull you to the Lord. I do know that there is a detachment of God's people that is happening in the world right now. The Lord's people are being detached emotionally, spiritually, and we're just waiting for that physical detachment. It's like, I am so excited when I think about it. And I've heard a lot of like Christian, they like watchers as they call themselves, talking, and they're like, I am so ready, and there is this heart of like, I am so ready for the kingdom. I'm so ready to leave this world. It's like you're completely detached from it. And the Lord wants to do that with all his children. But some of the children of God they don't want to leave this world. They don't want to be detached from this world. And I don't know what you think is so sweeter than Jesus Christ, but I pray you ask him to help you to experience him in a sweet way, to taste the goodness of God, and to just see that there is nothing that compares to his goodness. There's nothing that compares to him. There is nothing that compares to being satisfied in the Lord. And whatever satisfaction in the Lord that we experience here on earth, that is just like a trickle of it. Do you know how excited I am to be fully satisfied in the Lord? Like, you have no idea. It is my one heart cry. It's just like to just bow down before the Lord and just to be satisfied in him. And I think I can picture what it's like, but I feel like it's gonna be just so much more amazing than what I can picture. And I pray that more Christians experience that goodness of Christ, and it just like fire up your appetite for more. And so you look more to heaven, look more for heavenly things than you are for earthly things. Like, nothing in this world satisfies. Like, it is like you have good experiences, but in comparison to the Lord, it's not. So I hope as heaven is excited for what's about to happen, that you get excited as well. Because I am so pumped. You have no idea how pumped I am about just being amongst my heavenly family and just like worshiping the Lord. I'm just gonna bellow, like, seriously, just worshiping the Lord. Like, I am so excited. Anyways, I'm excited to see y'all there. I am excited to see y'all there. And I just hope that I honestly wish everyone was this excited. Like, the word of the Lord is so clear. And yeah, but I think one of the problem is that pastors are just not talking about it. And when your pastor, your shepherd, is not talking about it, it is hard for the congregation to get excited, to get on board, and to think heavenly thoughts, and to detach themselves from this world. It is really hard. So, but nonetheless, I do believe that, the Spirit in us, because I don't think that my detachment from this world had anything to do with a pastor. I think the Holy Spirit in me, did that work. So, I pray that if you felt like the Lord is speaking to your heart, I beg you, don't close that door. Do not close that door. Open that heart door to him and let him in, so that you are not among those who have to go through the tribulation in order for God to get your attention.